March 28th in the backyard. So basically this is completely irrigated, and this will flow on to the next. I don't know exactly how this is all going to pan out, but this is what I was talking about, where I have to remove a section of the walk path, and I'm using this thicker gauged PVC like PEX type of tubing. And then also inside of that, I'm using a thicker, like you can't squish this. It's not as squishy as the black line. So I felt like anything that's going to be walked on, I also trenched it out. So once it's filled in, there really shouldn't be too much pressure applied to this, but it won't matter. I mean, there's double thick plastic PVC, and that will be my main line that runs from this one to that one. I still got to wire up all those and all of those and all of these, and I just kind of stretched out some water line just to get a basic idea of the materials that I had to work with. But this is gonna like literally be a godsend later, and I can always adapt. I can put off switches to certain things and bypasses and whatnot. But I mean, when it comes to watering the garden, if we want to go on a trip for a week or something, or if I want to just get this stuff all automated all together and have it all timed and organized, I think that we can just manage a larger volume of vegetables and whatnot. So I'm excited, but I got to do that. Pretty much what I did here, I have to do that there, or if I decide not to do it there, I'd have to come through this way, or even both maybe, depending on how this ends up. I don't know yet. I'm not sure how these drippers are going to do. My goal is to close all the dripper heads, which I've tightened all the drip heads. And once I juice this system up, go through and adjust and see how it's going to work. There might be some problems with having this many heads and some heads not getting water by the time it gets to the end. I don't know. We're going to see. But I want this all to be automated. And I was going to do some filtration, but that'll slow down the PSI of the water pressure, probably cause more issues. So I'm just going to use the garden hose. From the garden hose outlet spigot is going to be a timer. And then from the timer, I'm thinking about putting a filter that filters out. And they're only about like 15 or 20 bucks. But a filter that will, any kind of hard water, calcification-y type stuff will get caught first. Because these heads, these little dripper heads, I'm sure they're going to get clogged up. I'm sure I'm going to have problems and be fighting them. I've tried them in the past. I've had different styles of drippers. Let's see. So this is my old style, and you just screw the head or loosen the head. There's your inlet right there. And then I had them running off, I don't know what the technical term is, but I had them running off this head here that, you know, you could put your main line in, and then you could run 8 lines out. And then I had a shut off for that. That was for my wife's potted plants on the front porch from a few years back. But I'll definitely repurpose most of that. I just want to be able to have this stuff on a system where it doesn't need to be like overly watered, but just get hit with water, you know? And be able to focus on other projects and not have to come out here and water every single time that it needs water.